As Unai Emery says, good evening to the world. Um, Good evening, not good evening. We are not Unai Emery, but good evening to all the people of the world. And I would like to do more numbers for week 16 in case if you haven't seen my NFL pick prediction video. And I just would like to talk about some of the games coming up this week. Um, so the first thing is that just if Denver wins and they pretty much secured a playoff spot, just it's not very interesting. And should Denver win tonight, then I don't think Denver can be any better than. I guess it all depends on matchup. I guess if Denver wins, then basically you want to avoid the Buffalo Bills. So that'd be the motivation if Denver wins. But I mean, even if the Chargers lose, it's like they're already in the playoffs because they're not losing against the Raiders and they're not losing against the Panthers. So um, it just doesn't make sense to have Denver win. But who knows? LA is driving in Denver territory, and but Denver is up by 11 points. Interesting decision there, 4th and 3, kicking the field goal, and now it's an 11-point game. I think I thought I would have gone for it on 4th down if I were the coach, but Jim Harbaugh is not going to be super aggressive every play. He's going to trust his defense, but the uh, the LA defense is going to make some adjustments. It's Bo Nix. That's the star of the show right now. Okay, the Chargers have 3 timeouts. It's a minute and 30, and big difference being down by 8 points. And who knows if they go for two here? May not need to, but I think they will go for two if they do get a touchdown. I just like to see what happens as the half ends. Before I get into any halftime, I'll get into the games for week 16. But again, you got to keep Miami and Cincinnati in it. So again, the halftime show will just be the picks for the upcoming week. And I think Denver gets the ball to begin the third quarter. So I think if you're the Chargers, you're thinking touchdown right here. Let's see what happens. This is a momentous drive because you, that struggling Charger defense just cannot afford to get back on the field super quickly. Official timeout at 107. I don't know what's happening there. But anyway, let's get into it. Uh, Denver losing is just more suspenseful because they have the much tougher schedule. Um, if Miami wins, they'd be 7-8 entering the game against Cleveland. I think Miami should be 7-8. It's Cleveland. That's Camacho 78. And Miami is also where Kyle Shanahan lost Super Bowl 54. So he's returning to a place where he lost the Super Bowl. And the storyline of that game, just maybe Mike McDaniel up against his former team. I swear, I don't think the Niners will win another game to finish the year. They may finish with 6 wins. After losing a chance of their 6th Super Bowl, I see the Niners finishing the year with 6 victories. They're not going to beat the Lions, and I think they're losing against the Cardinals. So I don't think the Niners going to win a game the rest of the way. Miami controls their own destiny if Denver loses tonight, if Denver loses against the Bengals. So things can potentially get very, very, very wild in the AFC. But for that to happen, I don't think the NFL can afford a ratings hit. Pretty much the Broncos and the Chargers are in the playoffs, and these teams are playing for nothing. I don't think they're stupid. I think they have a plan to keep some teams alive in this playoff picture. what is it, 3 straight wins for Cincinnati. So the storyline's there for Cincinnati. And depending on what happens with Pittsburgh, if the AFC North is already clinched, Steelers could rest starters in Week 18 if they have no other seeding to play for. Under 50 seconds, I think it's good that you don't want the Broncos to get the ball again with some time to get a field goal. Apparently some injury concerns for Justin Herbert, but he just got intercepted, and now the Broncos going to come into halftime with the 18-point lead. So things not looking good for the Chargers at home, but 11 points is not that big of a lead. You get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, then let's see what the second half could get pretty wild. 41 seconds left. This is a good opportunity for Denver to cash in with the field goal before the half. I think they needed to get aggressive. Let me go to the playoff standings again. And so that was the Miami game. Miami 7-8 before playing Cleveland. That should it feels automatic, but you never know. Now the Ravens are going to win. The Ravens, what did they say? That's been how many games since Lamar Jackson last beat the Steelers? There's this long losing streak for Lamar Jackson against the Steelers. On a primetime game on Saturday, you'll probably see the end of a streak. Lamar Jackson is going to end a long losing streak against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And all of this is going to be dependent on Lamar Jackson's record against the the Pittsburgh Steelers. Record on a Saturday is going to be key to when it's all said and done. Lamar against Pittsburgh in his career. 2-5 against the Steelers. I like the 3-5 versus Pitt for Lamar. Of course, the Ravens' first Super Bowl victory was in Super Bowl 35. This is what I like about Baltimore winning. So the Steelers going to fall to. There was this stat where the Steelers are like 8-2 against the Ravens in their last 10 games. Well, football is gematria of 83, so last 11 games, Steelers will be 8-3 against the Ravens. Football is gematria of 83. Very, very costly turnover there, but it's only 10 point. It's only an 11-point game. The Broncos are closer to the playoffs with the win. The Bengals and the Dolphins stay alive. Well, will Chargers charger against Carolina and against the Raiders? I can't see Jim Harbaugh losing against these teams. Maybe if Justin Herbert is out for the season or something, if he gets injured again, maybe Carolina and the Raiders have a chance should the Chargers lose tonight. Okay, so that's Baltimore. Lamar improves to 3-5 against the Steelers. Steelers Pitt falls to 7-3 versus the conference. It's Jackson. That's Camacho 73. Opponents will study the Pittsburgh offense with Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson, They just have to figure the film out just on how he's doing in the Pittsburgh offense. So I think teams are going to get more exposure to Russell Wilson and exactly how he's doing in this offense with Pittsburgh. Is Patrick Mahomes playing? It looks like he may play. I honestly can't see the Texans winning if Patrick Mahomes plays. 9-1 against the conference. They started 9-1, now 9-1 against the AFC. It's probably Kansas City. They're going to win if Mahomes plays, if he plays. He's likely to play. Is he being Big Ben over exaggerating his injuries? I don't know. Maybe he's taking precautions in that Cleveland game. Doesn't seem it's a very serious injury if he can play 6 days after. Oh my God, he got hurt. As Seahawks going to choke, Minnesota is going to be 8-2 against the conference because they're going up to Seattle and they are going to win. The Vikings are going to win. Seattle is not good. Every team got talent, but Seattle hasn't done well against good competition. I don't consider the Cardinals good competition. The Cardinals have played competitively against some teams like the Lions and the Bills, but the Chargers and the Dolphins, not elite. They're playoff teams or playoff contenders. Cardinals beat the Rams, though, while the Rams were on their 1-4 start. They must be going for a Hail Mary play or something. You see, you gotta express basically, the consumers. We do have democracy. We can sit here and say we're going to boycott and we're not going to subscribe to excess sports packages because it's gone over the hill. You used to be able to watch a Thursday game on Fox on YouTube TV, but this has gone way out of hand. Most of the football is bad, but the month of December, yes, the games get better. It doesn't matter if they play on a Thursday or a Saturday. So, yeah, that 8-2 against the conference, I do really like for Minnesota. Seattle's going to lose. Wow, they made a field goal. That's dope. He should have taken a knee. He should have just taken the touchback at the 25-yard line. He takes it to the Denver 18. They go backwards. Denver Donkeys will Denver Donkey right there. That field goal is not possible if he took the interception and just take the knee in the end zone for the touchback at the 25-yard line, but instead the Broncos got at the 18-yard line. This allowed enough distance for the Chargers kicker to kick the field goal. 57 yards. Only down by 8 points. Donkeys will donkey. Just watch. This is the NFL. NFL needs their own slogan. The NBA, it is where amazing happens. The NFL don't have a slogan. No figure league. Oh, Broncos are destroyed, but they'll flip it around 180, 360 degrees. No figure league. No one's going to honestly see the Lions losing against Chicago. They have momentum. They fought back. They got back into the game. The onside kick. Was it a scripted play or was it Dan Campbell just being Dan Campbell, being super aggressive? I need more information on that. Philly's gematria of 82. Are they going to prove the 8-2 in the conference? It's all the pressure. All the pressure's on the Lions. They'll be okay because they're not going to collapse. They lost a tough game against a Super Bowl contender. You're not going to beat everybody. They almost Well, they didn't almost come back against Buffalo. They pretty much got a late score and they went for an onside kick, and that's basically it. But the Lions, they finished the game. They played the full 60 minutes. They finished off the game. They did whatever they could to get back into the game. What you want to do, even when you're losing, you don't want to let up because you always want to play an entire 60 minutes, no matter what. Because at 60 minutes, you got to play the game all the way through, 60 minutes every single week. You don't want to just play 40 minutes of the game, and because you're losing by 21 points, you stop playing for the last 20 minutes of the game. No, because in a close game, you got to play, you got to come through for the entirety of the 60 minutes. Well, yeah, Packers are a playoff team. They're obviously in the playoffs. They lost against the Lions twice. They lost against the Vikings. So the Packers haven't had a bad loss all season. But at the same time, the Packers were not able to beat the top competition, and they lost against the Eagles. So the Packers may be very good, but they cannot win against the premier teams in the NFC. But no, the Packers are not going to upset the Lions. Yeah, though I am interested to see who their divisional opponent is. If the Lions lose against both the Packers, if they beat the Packers and the Lions each 2 times, you know what? Be interested is Bucks against Eagles in the divisional round of the playoffs. 3rd time Jalen plays against the Bucks. He lost against Tom Brady. He lost against Baker Mayfield last year. The Bucks have defeated the Lions this year at Detroit in week 2. Tampa Bay Bucks, close losses against the Niners before the injuries, close loss against Kansas City. Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Eagles would be a revenge game for Jalen Hurts against Tampa. Bucks Philly would be really intriguing matchup. Detroit, maybe Green Bay, maybe not. Maybe an easy team if the NFC pulls off the upset over the Vikings, the NFC West. Rams would be pretty interesting. Rams have, what was the Rams, like 8-1 or 8-2 in their last 10 games? So the Rams would be an interesting opponent. I just don't get this divisional games, anything happens, but is anyone going to believe in Minnesota or Green Bay if both lose twice against the Lions? So it's probably somebody else. You got to have your one upset or two in the playoffs, right? Maybe it'll come from the NFC West against Sam Darnold. Vikings lost against the Rams. So what if you have an underdog like the Cardinals against the Vikings? Hell yeah. Go Cards. Is Mahomes going to play? Let's go to Google quickly. Let's see if what the reports are. The Chiefs have removed Mahomes from the injury report, and he's good to go. Mahomes was just being beta there for a second, getting people riled up for a second. Honestly, if the Chiefs lose a game with Mahomes out there, it's all people freaking out. Whatever. If they lose a game with Mahomes versus losing with Carson Wentz in there, you got to figure one of these next 2 games may be a scripted loss. But then again, the Chiefs could finish the year with 19 wins after winning the first repeat in 19 years. Dan is Camacho of 19. Saints is Camacho of 19. It's possible that the Chiefs could win 10 straight games. The 10th pick, Patrick Mahomes, wins 10 straight games to win the championship. It is possible the Chiefs can win out. Russell Wilson, I think he's washed up. I don't care how he's doing with the Steelers. Teams don't have the film of him in the new offense. That's the problem. But he's going to get figured out. Man, the Chiefs are going to win out. This is a team of destiny. DJ Humphries, he used to be our left tackle for the Cardinals since 2015. They cut him last year. Now he's on the Chiefs. Interesting. DJ Humphries pretty good. Hey, go DJ Humphries. Also, they have DeAndre Hopkins, former Cardinals player. DJ Humphries is a pretty good signing. I'm surprised no team picked him up. Kansas City picked him up. No one picked up DJ Humphries. He was a really good left tackle for the Cardinals. He was our franchise left tackle. Now he's on Kansas City. NFL's rigged, so they're like, hey, buddy, you're not signing with anyone. We're going to give Mahomes some help. Let me go to the standings here. The Texans are trying to keep up with Pittsburgh. You see, if Kansas City wins and let's say Pittsburgh and Houston lose, then Houston are still pursuing the Steelers. Well, basically what Houston's trying to do is they are trying to be the third seed. I guess it depends on what matchup they like. Broncos and Ravens are 9-5 right there. The Chargers are 2-2 in the division. If they win, they'd be 3-2 in the division, like Denver's 32 and Broncos are 32. Do the Chargers have the Panthers next week? Or they have New England. That's who they're playing. New England. Okay. New England and the Raiders, the Chargers are already in the playoffs, even if they lose tonight. Chargers are in the playoffs. I tell you, something big has to happen this second half. Something big has got to happen. Yeah, Ravens can beat the Steelers. They're going to beat the Steelers. Bengals are 1-5 at home. This is dope. Bengals are 6-8. Bengals could be 7-8, like Cleveland is 7-8. So we see it for the Dolphins. Their next game is against Cleveland. They'll improve to 7-8. The Bengals improved to 7-8 on the day against Cleveland. Browns have a 1-6 away record. They're losing. Colts and the Titanics. Do we really have to decode this game? It's interesting because Colts is Comanche 69. They're not starting Will Levis this week, so it could be a Tennessee win for all we know. It could be. Again, do you really want to put your money on a game between two garbage teams? You're not really caring about that game. The Rams are going to be 9-6 entering the game against Kyler Murray. Rams are going to get another win. They're going to improve to 9-6. Playing against Kyler Murray on Saturday. The game got flexed on the Saturday. LA Rams are getting the win. Well, Cardinals could be 3-4 away from home because their next game is against the LA Rams and they're traveling to the LA Rams. Cardinals could be 3-4 on the road. Vikings are going to improve to 6-1 away. 61 is the big Louisiana Comanche. 61 is the 18th prime. And what's Mahomes going to do? He's going to win his 18th playoff game of his career as a first seed to win the three-peat. He's at 15 playoff wins. He could get to 18. New York, I mean, that game is boring. the Giants are taking, so Penix is going to get the victory. Michael Penix. Anything with Michael Penix? Kirk Cousins, his losing was probably scripted so it could give the Falcons a reason not to pay Cousins all this money and save money and move on with the younger quarterback. It won't surprise me if Kirk Cousins was told to be a pretty good actor because he says he doesn't forget how to play quarterback. Patriots fought a 2-7 away like Buffalo's Gamache 27. Buffalo's going to continue to pursue the Chiefs. There's no surprises with that one. But Gamache lines up. Jaguars and the Raiders? Man, if the Jags lose that game, see you later, Doug Peterson. 49ers lost the Super Bowl at Miami with Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy's Gamache 25. He lost the Super Bowl at Miami. San Francisco falls to 2-5 away from Levi Stadium. Buccaneers improved to 6-2 away from Tampa. 62 is Gamache of Arlington, Texas. That's a win for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Texans could fall to 4-4 away. 44 is the big Gamache of the Superdome. Big Gamache of the three-peat. And the champions of the NFL, champions is Gamache 44. A lot of 44 lines up. Mahomes is out there. They haven't lost at home all year long. Do you want to sell the Steelers on Christmas? Have Mahomes lose on Christmas again? Or it's basically this is a team of destiny. Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh. I think Sean Payton's overrated. I'd rather take Jim Harbaugh as a coach. And Denver's very good at scouting defense. They've always had really good top 5, top 10 defenses. Even before Sean Payton joined Denver, even without Von Miller, it seems like Denver always has really elite defenses, but the offenses have been very mediocre. But Bo Nix is playing some pretty good ball right now. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this week. Now they're in the Charger territory. What's Gamache Bo Nix? Bo Nix is 64. Denver Broncos is 64. The NFL draft is scripted. It is entirely scripted. Bo Nix is 64. Denver Broncos is 64. He's played the Denver Broncos. Sean Payton knew the NFL was going to take care of him and give him a quarterback. This says everything about the Raiders. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Raiders came in. Oh, they almost fumbled. 2nd and 12 at the Charger 45. Why are donkeys trying to donkey? Cardinals going to win that game. Are you kidding me? Is that a question? Carolina got destroyed by, what's his face? Cooper Rush? Cooper freaking Rush. Gotta be kidding me. The Cowboy team on a short week at home? The Panthers are garbage. This was not the same Panthers team that was playing like a contender, losing by a score against the Eagles and the Chiefs. Where the hell was that Panther team at? I got to go Eagles in that game. These teams have got to put the pressure on the Lions. The Eagles got to win. Lions are pressured to finish perfect. But are they really losing against San Francisco? Are they really going to lose against the Bears? Maybe the only question is Minnesota. Broncos been winning the battle on third down. There have been some third and longs for Denver, but Denver's been making the Chargers pay. The Chargers have not been doing well on third down defense all game long. Typically from a Harbaugh defense, you shut teams down on third down. You find a way to lock up on third down. 40-yard line is a field goal. Hey, 4th and 2, you take the point till you go for it. Teams that don't have good defenses, they should go for 4th downs more often. If you have a great defense, you can play it more conservatively. Now, they go for the first down. It's still 8-point game. Still a lot of time left. Big first down. If the Broncos win, the Broncos win. That's who the NFL want. Whoever they want to win is who they want. Although it just seems like it'd be more interesting though if you keep the Dolphins and the Bengals in the playoff picture. I've seen seasons where they keep all these teams in these playoff pictures. Well, it's probably good news for the Cardinals if they don't want to keep the Bengals and the Dolphins in, because they just have other plans on the NFC West side. They're not going to have the Rams win the division this week. They're going to have Seattle lose if they have the Chargers lose tonight. They don't want everybody just suddenly out of the playoffs. No, that's bad for business. This could be good news. This could be good news for Arizona. They can't have too many teams out of the playoffs for the last 2 weeks, right? They flexed that game on a Saturday. You know the Cardinals are going to win if they have them play on a Saturday. They have something planned up their sleeve. That's the game they want on Saturday, not any other game. Broncos enter with 9 wins. I think it's been 9 years since the Broncos made the playoffs. Yeah, 2015 season is 2024. That's Broncos are at 9 wins. They're right there. 3rd and 11. This third down defense for the Chargers. Donkeys will donkey. Come on, Chargers. You're Jim Harbaugh. Bo Nix and that team, they ain't winning nothing. The NFL's rigged for LA in a few years. It's going to be rigged for the Chargers to win the Super Bowl, not the Denver Donkeys. Not the Denver Donkeys. Come on, Tards. You're not going to lose against the Panthers. Stupid fuckers. My fucking uncle came over. You faggot ass motherfuckers. Y'all lost against the Seahawks for the second time this year and the second time in 3 weeks. You guys are a joke and a disgrace. 24-13. 37 points in the game. Los Angeles 37. I think Coach Jim Harbaugh has come on chip 96. Jim Harbaugh. Plus, Freemasons Camacho 96. 9-6 is just a very big number. You got to figure something is up their sleeve. What is up their sleeve? I don't know. That's just me, man. I don't know. I just think the Denver win would be bad for business. Just looking at the playoff picture, just not much of a wild card race in the AFC this year, based off the result of tonight too. Hollywood Brown is almost back for the Chiefs. The Chiefs get Hollywood Brown. They have DeAndre Hopkins. Hollywood Brown, former Cardinal wide receiver, too. All these Cardinals, man. I should be a Chiefs fan this playoffs. I should get a Chiefs beanie. What you doing running against the Raiders? Well, this team beat the 49ers twice in the Super Bowl. This team, man, they are there. They get all my love for life. The Denver Donkeys. He lost against the Seattle Rail Chicken Hawks. The poor Bengals. The refs. The calls were awful.
Westwood One, your home for Thursday Night Football.
There you go. Nope.
Okay. Stadium in Los Angeles, John St. Ross Tucker, our Westwood One crew. 24-13, Broncos lead Will Lutz after hitting a 41-yard field goal, kickoff left to right.
All right, Clyde, what you got in store?
Chargers in the end zone to our right. We did get word that Chargers linebacker Denzel Perryman is questionable to return with a groin injury that had him questionable entering the game, and how the Charger offense has some questionable showings of possessions at times. Just 13 points to this point, Ross. They scored 17 exactly in 3 straight games entering tonight. Well, they look like they had a pretty good chance to score more than that tonight. They moved the ball pretty effectively. Remember, they had the Herbert interception in the end zone earlier. The 30 play fake Vidal made into space. Herbert throws, reaching catch made at the 35 by McConkey. Gets held out of bounds there by Abrams.
Okay. Coach Harbaugh's Camacho 96. Here we go. Coach Harbaugh's 96. If the Chargers somehow do it, both teams are 9-6.
Herbert's still able to deliver the football. Yeah, he makes some really impressive throws. Now, he's had a couple behind Joshua Palmer that have hurt the Chargers, but there's a couple times a game when you watch a
Donkeys will talking. Come on.
You are in awe of something that he does because it's super impressive. He entered the league top 5 in passing yards, passing TDs, completions, and total TDs. Working the ball on 2nd and 5. Receiver motion to fake the jet sweep, fake a handoff. Herbert pats the ball, pocket holds, takes off, zipping up the right side. Runs out down the 45, at the 50, tracked down from behind. In Bronco territory at the 47-yard line.
Aha! There we go. Klops is on. Yankees are in the title. They got rid of freaking Clay Holmes and got Williams from the Brewers, one of the top closers in the major league. Cortez is always hurt. They get Max Fried from the Braves. These are upgrades. These are slam dunk moves. They're getting better across the board. Bellinger replaces Soto.
Sees a hole side that closes quickly. It collapses upon him as soon as he gets to the 44. It was Justin Sternum that was there, only a yard.
Charger defense hasn't showed up today.
And it felt like early, Ross, it was all about the pound on the ground.
Get the fuck out of here. NFL.com. Get your shit together. Okay, they're in Denver donkey territory. Donkey will donkey. I told you this game is getting really good. Chargers, their red zone offense has been failing all game long. They gotta close in. Even if they kick a field goal, they within striking distance of 8 points on the Denver Donkeys. I think Justin's come out to 21. If they get the touchdown, they get the 2 points, get the 24-21, this kind of thing that we see right there. Plus New Orleans is 45. If it's 24-21, this kind of thing right there. A running play up the middle on first down. What kind of play call is that? This is awful. It's terrible. It is. Pedophile LeBron, are you a troll? Seriously, man, that's who you are. Pedo LeBron. Come on. Do better. Do better. The great family man that is Goking LeBron James. How dare you come out with that blasphemous Pedo LeBron? Come on. Really? Go LeBron James. Ultimate family man right there. He's a champion. He always been a champion. He's winning the title in front of the fans, in front of the LA Lakers, in front of the Staples, in front of the Crypto, in front of the Lakers fans. Don't LeBron win the championship in front of the fans. That's what he go to the Lakers for. And after six prior years, Go King goes out. Oh, he sacked at the where is it at the Denver 25? This is crazy. Oh, first at the Denver 15, he gets sacked in second 20. Oh, now it's 8 points. You go for the touchdown, the 2 points. Hey, it's fucking very juicy. Yeah, Lakers are the champions. We are the champions this year. We are the champions of the NBA right here. Keep LeBron James and the Lakers throwing up and winning the championship. There's no doubt about it. I have zero doubts it's going to happen. It will happen. This game don't mean anything for the Chargers. They're still in the playoffs in my book. Maybe Cincinnati wins out and the Chargers just can't afford to lose against the Raiders in the last game. Opening and ending games against the Raiders. Jim Harbaugh's competitor. He wanted to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, go to the Kansas City Chiefs division. He's got big balls to do that. And Sean Payton's there. He's got this quarterback in this division, this defense. But Jim Harbaugh, you give him a year or two to reshape the roster to his own vision. The Chargers can do the business. Unnecessary roughness, you Denver Donkeys will unnecessary roughness. You had one job. One job. 8 points. You have to get 2 point conversion. You had one job. Unnecessary roughness. Really? Donkey will donkey. This is a donkey-ass play right there. What were they doing giving the Chargers a field goal before the end of the first half? These guys are blowing it. The Denver Donkeys are blowing this. The Donkeys are the super chokers. Which team's going to choke even more? I don't give a damn. Sean Payton is overrated. Jim Harbaugh is a winner. A serial winner. What's the call? Are they going to go for 2-point conversion? Are they going to go for 2-point? I think Jim is 21. I think Jim has come out to 30. I think, Justin has come out to 21. Caesars Superdome. Caesars is 21. They got 2-point conversion attempt. It failed. But now the Chargers will have to go for 2 if they do score a touchdown with or without a Denver 3-and-out or anything like that. The Chargers are back in business, 24-19. No Chargers. Read for LA. Denver ain't scaring no one. Out the rookie quarterback. How many rookie quarterbacks have made it to the Super Bowl? Let's throw some names. How many rookie quarterbacks have made it to the Super Bowl? Arizona Cardinals, we made it to the Super Bowl. It was Matt Ryan's rookie year. He played like a rookie in the playoffs. How many rookie quarterbacks have made it to the Super Bowl? Anybody? Any rookie quarterbacks who made it to the Super Bowl? AFC West can be dope for years to come. Mark Davis is a bum who still cannot get a proper haircut. Mark Moron Davis. Mark Davis, a loser. He could have had Jim Harbaugh. He's a loser. He could have had Jim Harbaugh. Josh McDaniels is a perfect man. Lead the team to victory. Oh my God. Unnecessary roughness. Two-point conversion is a bad call. You put Justin Herbert. He's 16 for 19. 16 for 19. But he's leading his team in rushing. Is this white guy? Is he the new Wes Welker? This McConkey guy is pretty good. He came out of nowhere. I had no idea where he played college football, and he came out of nowhere. Chargers down by 5. Hell of a game. Jim Harbaugh is trying to go for the sweep of the Denver Donkeys. The Chargers are in the playoffs. If they win in front of their home fans, Broncos looking to spoil. Broncos have the much harder road. This was an implosion on the last drive. They unnecessary roughness. You don't want to commit roughness. You want to stop them on 3rd and 13. Don't allow the first down. The unnecessary roughness was bad right there. They didn't play to the situation. I hate these touchback rules. It's like take it at the 25-yard line, and it's cheap yardage. All these game-winning field goals, it should be easy. And now they're going backwards, 2nd 11. Maybe the LA Charger fans are starting to get loud, if they have any fans. Boise State Broncos, Denver Broncos, Bo Nix, he's from Oregon, right? Yeah, okay, he's from Oregon. Yep, I see. I see. If they schedule the Cardinals for Saturday, they're not losing against Carolina.
2. He's able to pick up 3. It'll be 3rd and 8.
You know, Jamae Williams just doesn't have the juice he used to. He kind of like throttled down and slowed down before contact there. The guy from a couple years ago would have been...
Broncos Bengals is on the Saturday. You see, the Bengals have to stay alive in the playoffs. They're playing on Saturday. They got to play for something on Saturday. The Cincinnati Bengals.
Single back right, it's Williams. Snap on the right hand. 3rd and 8, Denver from 32. Tall snap, deep fade, Nix. Curry, he throws right. Tie, jump ball, and both men come down with it at the 33-yard line. Wrestling on the ground, Derwin James Jr. along with Javonte Williams, and the team's neither wants to yield. Both teams are pointing. They have the ball at the 32.
They're calling it a catch. Simultaneous session.
People, if the Bengals are playing on a Saturday, they're going to be alive in the playoffs. If you schedule the Bengals on a national TV Saturday game on December the 28th, they will not be out of the playoffs.
Nice job by Williams to keep his hands on it because it's right in Derwin James.
A third time, that'd be dope. Texas is not beating Notre Dame. They're not beating my Notre Dame.
Punt by Dixon. Tight to the right sideline. Weaving to the left and watching it sail down into the sideline. Wide Darius Davis. And we'll see where this one is spotted for the start of this drive. Looks like they'll put it the 22-yard line.
All right, Chargers get the ball back. Chargers coming back.
You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Denver Donkey get a Denver Donkey this one. Hey, speaking of insane, Kendrick, insane, that'd be pretty insane. Yeah, let's go Texas, okay. If Texas play Notre Dame, Notre Dame's quarterback is awful. Riley Leonard. I'll be live for Notre Dame on Friday, right? But we're not winning. We're not winning against Georgia. Notre Dame need a quarterback, a real quarterback to stand a chance. They battled Georgia tough with Brian Kelly in the past, but Notre Dame just doesn't have a good quarterback. NFL, you cheap ass garbage. How much money do you make in revenue? Billions of dollars in revenue, and your national Westwood One can't play for the entirety of the game? Shame on you guys. Yikes! Win percentage is Denver Broncos at 66.6%. Mark of the beast. Yikes. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. It's New Orleans. That's 45. Chargers looking to get the big win. The Denver Donkeys are going to collapse and miss the playoffs if they lose this game. If you're the LA Chargers, do you want to go in a no-huddle quick offense? Anything to get the crowd in the game. I don't think Kawhi's even playing for the Clippers. Wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. Talking about it don't matter. It don't matter. 19-6. Well, look at that. 19-6. Look at this. Go Kinaman Jones! 1 for 3 shooting in the game. The only team the Lakers didn't beat in the West last year was the Kings, so this is a statement game against that crapamento. Go Kingdom James! Go Kingdom James! You the goat. Like it went 3-1 against the Warriors last year. They gotta be 4-1 extending to this year. Like is gonna destroy our Warriors on Christmas Day. That's what it's about right here. Get the James! Don't in the bun. There you keep the bun. Keep calm. Then don't in the bun there. 2nd and 6 at the Charge at 38-yard line. The Chargers going to come back and win this game. Keep calm. And go keep the butter. That's all I have to say. Don't get the butter. The 40. What the hell have been doing right now? Really? 19-14. NBA can be so freaking gay. NBA is so gay. All these gay ass score runs. It's just choreographed. It's choreographed. It's scripted. It's awful. Who made the 3 22 points? Upton Reed. Now we talking Upton Reed. Get the Magic Columbus style title for their first title since at Disney World. His name is talking about it. That's all I have to say. He did go. Look at this one clown. He called him Leopoldo Jones. Man, this dude got lots of haters. Lots and lots of them salty ass haters. The one team that Goat King the Bond hates the most, it's going to be the Celtics against the Lakers. This is the year. This is the year where it happens. 2 years ago, the Celtics and the Lakers were both in the conference finals a couple of years ago. They're still planning this matchup. It's just what's going to happen a couple of years ago. But they're going to plan it now in real time this year. So there's no slogan for the NFL. The NBA is where amazing happens. There's no slogan for the NFL except the figure league. And now it looks like Denver is going to run away with it. And now the other momentum is slowly building to the city of champions, Los Angeles, the Chargers in the playoffs. Well, fuck you, Outlet! If you put the Rams in the playoffs over the Arizona Cardinals. Now, screw you. If you do that, you do my dirty like that. Let go, James. All right, go Chargers. Let's go. The Bengals got to knock the Broncos out of the playoffs, so they have to play the Chiefs in the last game of the season. It's what Saturday's about. Bo Nix is good, but he is not Justin Herbert. A horse collar tackle. You've got to be kidding. No, Denver Donkeys beat Denver Donkey in this game right there. Horse collar. First down for the Chargers inside the Denver Donkey territory at the Denver 47-yard line. unnecessary roughness. It extended the drive. The Chargers got the touchdown. They didn't have to kick the field goal. Now, a horse collar tackle. Hey, Gus Edwards, didn't he come from the Ravens? He's on the Chargers. Any young running backs on the Chargers?
Rusher, the two things you can do that really help your team in passing situations: push the pocket so the quarterback cannot step up, so you bull rush and push, or you get your hands
Joe
up.
Burrow against Josh Allen. Get the bowl of popcorn out for the wild card round.
The very deep setback. Motion for Palmer. Play fake. Herbert hand in his face. He fires left flat. Flag is out. His back has it. Vidal keeps his balance up the left sideline. Gets yanked down at around the 40 by Cody Barton, but the flag came out fairly quickly. We'll see what happens to this game of 6. Referee Clay Martin looks like offside.
Offside!
Offside. Defense number 99.
Donkeys will donkey this thing.
The monster, Zach Allen.
Way to go, Vincent. Make a 3-point shot. There we go.
He does an awesome job jumping the count. He's extremely quick off ball, and he's relentless. I think that was a bad call. I think he timed it perfectly. I'm a little surprised they threw that flag.
Elway home cooking.
He did ignite, but he didn't seem to break that plane. So now it's second down at 5 with the ball at the 42.
To your point, John, he moved, but the ball was snapped. But I don't think he was in the neutral zone before the ball was snapped.
Offset eye straight left. Loaded tight. Hand off by Dell. Sidesteps the first defender, not the second. He gets popped at the 42. No gain. 3rd and 5. And a fairly conservative play call after being gifted those yards on the penalty.
Well, 2nd and 5, I think you're thinking we should be able to run it here twice. But really not a terrific job by either of the pullers there. Zion Johnson to kick out.
I never knew DeRozan's on the Kings.
Neither guy able to get it done. Very easily could be 4-down territory here.
3 and 7 on 3rd down. Crowded front shown by Broncos. While the ear blitz a lot, have not blitzed a ton tonight. Bunch trips left. 3rd and 5. Play clock 5. Herbert out of the gun. Play clock down to 2. Herbert just gets the snap off. He looks right. He throws it. Flag is out. Pass is caught near the right sideline.
Offsides declined. Here come the Chargers. Here they come.
The NFL. I think he's pretty unanimously considered the best corner, but yet because of that, you don't hardly ever the ball in his direction, so you don't hardly ever say his name.
1st and 10 at the Denver 36. From under center. Play fake. Loading up. Goes over the middle. Crossing look. McConkey. He's going to block on the left side. Turns it upfield 25 between the numbers and the 20. And off that left hash inside of the 19 and a half. PJ disrupts there. That's about 17 yards, and that's good for a first. McConkey has the favorite target on the year and the night for her.
Just incredibly rare change of direction. Now, he's got legit speed too, but their change of direction, his ability to stop and start is
Denver got the memo
impressive.
from the league
Before
office.
the game, I mean, he is not a big kid. He looks like he's still in high school with his face, but he doesn't play like it.
Shotgun single back right. Ball just inside the 20. Motion from Davis. Herbert looking. Ups. Takes off to his left. Throws left toward the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers!
Touchdown, Chargers!
in coverage. And the Chargers get 6 into the lead. 25-24. 12:23 to go in the fourth quarter.
Said it earlier, I'll say it again. There's a couple times every Chargers game where Herbert makes a play that not many others can make. Running to his left, Zach Allen hanging on him. And I don't know how he got that much on the football, fading away with a D tackle on him for a touchdown.
Now the 2-point conversion try. It's the first Charge lead of the game. Herbert comes out under center. Bunch trips left, including a big guy in the tight end for Fisk, who moves in motion to the right. Herbert, play fake, looking for New. And his fire back up the end zone. Caught! 2-point conversion. National Palmer. What a
There you go. Chargers -3. Chargers -3. -3. There we go. Who got it better than us?
Ross, that was beautiful.
This game is absolutely bananas. He throws it.
Ah, donkeys for donkey. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Volleyball set to himself or a basketball
I know it.
and still get
I know it. Come on here. Oh,
He
Ah,
tried that right clean
Mia.
like the Tolkien line from the cutting edge
Wow.
in the early 90s. Your score, it's 27-24. Chargers lead the Broncos. 12:23 to go in the fourth.
Now
This
we
is
talking.
West
Now we
Coast's coverage
talking.
of the National Football League.
When it feels like the world has stopped, good finds a way.
all right, man. This crowd is gonna go all
And now,
ham on these guys. This is insane.
connects us.
The crowd it's just got super riled up.
Good never stops. And neither does Children International. With support from caring friends, we provide children and families with the critical essentials they need. Essentials like food assistance, hygiene,
I go like it.
medical
Here we
and
go.
financial support.
Eagles
To learn more,
are gonna make it to
go
AFC title game, but they're gonna lose
children.org/help
against
today.
Jared Goff in the
We can
Lions.
help end poverty for good.
In 2007,
Break it
Marine
down.
First Lieutenant Travis Manning was killed in Iraq after hitting his wounded teammates. Travis's legacy lives on through the 5 words he spoke.
They fought a 4-5 in the AFC title
If
game.
not me, then who? Words that today fuel the
Dan
spirit of
Campbell was the
Travis
interim
Manning
coach with the Dolphins before he was an assistant with Sean Payton with New Orleans. New Orleans, where the Super Bowl is at. The three-peat narrative for the Chiefs entering the Super Bowl. Three-peat 45. We know the Eagles suck. We know they're nobodies. We know Chiefs already beat them. Mahomes has never beaten Jared Goff. Jared Goff, star of the show, in the NFC title game at the Lions' own backyard. Jared Goff is also Camacho 45. No numbers exist for the Eagles to make it to the Super Bowl. None. It's up zero. Zero. New Orleans is 45 and Jared Goff is 45. Eagles fought a 4-5 NFC title game. Eagles is 49. 4 NFC titles and 9 NFC title game appearances. Eagles don't have a chance of making it to the Super Bowl. Lamar is never going to win the Super Bowl because the NFL is a white supremacist organization, and it's time to come to terms of acceptance because the NFL is racist and Donald Trump, racist Donald Trump. These games are linked up with whoever the elite have in power. The Eagles have no numbers. Eagles have zero numbers. The Eagles won't even sniff the Super Bowl. They're only going to sniff the NFC title game. The Eagles are nobodies as far as I'm concerned. The Detroit Lions are a team of destiny. All them injuries, and they in the Super Bowl. The Kansas City teams, they don't score 30 points in a game, and they get lucky with all these. The ball hits off the post by the Chargers. Ravens guy steps out of bounds. Oh my God! The late field goal by the Panthers. Oh, you only beat Carolina. Oh, the muff snap by the Raiders. They made field goal. Chiefs are a team of destiny. It's all about teams of destiny from the NFC and the AFC sides that we see happening this year. The donkeys will donkey. Go Bengals.
Charger defense gave up 236 yards of offense in the first half. They have given up 55 yards of offense.
Tale of two halves.
And a quarter plus six.
It's almost like the exact opposite of Sunday when they got thoroughly
The
dominated.
Giants are tanking. Are the Falcons really going to lose against them? No, they're at home. They're going to beat the Giants.
Between the hacks, Nick's under center, creeping blitz shown, play fake. Nick's pressure, he throws, and it ricochets off the roving Charger, and Dennon's down to the ground, incomplete.
Incomplete.
And the pressure on Nick's. And now it's 3rd and 5 for a Bronco team that began the game 4 of 4 on 3rd down. It has been 0 of 5 since.
Really?
Crazy how much this game has changed. Remember, the Broncos.
It's like they forgot how to play football in the second half. That's how it's been.
The Chargers working to ever stop them, and since then they've done a whole lot of stopping. This place is loud. Hicks might have to use those legs again. He's changing the play and protection up front.
Burton is the lone back, the fullback. Receiver motion, Bailey. Adam and Gunn on 3rd and 5. Nix fades back. Pocket holds. He flicks it out to Burton at the 35. The left side 40 to the 45. And he gets taken down and out of bounds at around the 47 by T. Jefferson, 1,000 yards, and they convert for a first down.
Boy, do they need that. I love how much these teams use fullback and tight end.
Chargers keep forcing the Broncos to 3rd down. They're not getting first down on 1st and 2nd down.
When the Chargers only rush 3, he released, right? That free release, then, if you don't have any linebackers coming, Nick stepped up in the pocket. The Chargers were prepared for Nick to run. They weren't prepared for him to fake run.
There's got to be some like a quarterback blitz or something.
Set up solo left out of the gun. Play fake. Nix looking. Steps up. A DP down the right side. Looking for Mims, who leaps in the air. And the ball falls down incomplete. Mims thought he was
Incomplete.
He was heavily above the turf. But that ball looked to be a short McCarty. Still there in coverage.
Don't go against LA, I told them. The refs are going to allow LA to cook.
Just lack the arm strength to get the ball
I'm
down
cooking
there.
with LA. Jim Harbaugh, these guys are not losing tonight. Wide open. That tells the tale.
Go to GoodRx.com or download the free GoodRx app. 2nd and 10, Broncos in their own 48, 27-24. Chargers lead, 10:43. Clock rolls in the 4th quarter. Out of the pistol, Nix with Javonte Williams behind him. Gives to Williams off the left side. He gets hammered at the 49.
Oh,
at the 50.
3rd and 9 or something. 3rd and 9.
It's a couple of yards. It's 3rd and long again. 3rd and 8.
Lakers, this now 6-point thing, 37-31. Lake it over the king. What job I'm doing?
Rather loud and proud fan bases on both sides. There's a lot of powder blue. There's a lot of orange.
And they know, it's winning time now. 10 minutes left. Every one of these 3rd down plays could be the play that determines the outcome.
Adam Troutman tight end motion, sets up right side of the line. Out of the gun, Nix walks those out. Nix on the roll right, trying to check down to his back. He fires tight to the sideline. Did he make the bounce? No. Watson was out of play against the sideline. White.
Oh, out of bounds.
In coverage, incomplete. 4th and
4th and 8.
Why Knicks waited so long.
You don't want to be playing with your back against the wall against a Jim Harbaugh coached team.
Troutman, the tight end on the sideline, something happened there.
Come on, Vincent. Come on.
It doesn't seem like they agree with what happened in terms of the Chargers coverage.
Right takes to the punt.
Wide West. This a Wild West. I can't wait till this play. I can't wait till the Wild West. Western Conference. Brian! Chargers gonna take out that clock. They're gonna strip the soul out of that Denver Donkey defense. Give him some play action, roll out Justin Herbert and his legs outside the pocket. This is what you want. Play action on first down. No boxes in-season cup Mickey Mouse champion Celtics Vegas. Popcorn ratings. Celtics unbeatable against the Lakers. Celtics Vegas. Beantown, Kobe Bean Bryant. Beantown, Kobe Bean Bryant. Get it in your head. It doesn't have to be this difficult.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur.
The Cavs are a psyop. Don't fall for this garbage.
Doctor, if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you
The GOAT decides, the king decides. He says he never ever wants to go up against Cleveland. He said he would rather retire than go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. Goat Tina Bond told me this. He may have not told me directly. You'll never agree to play against Cleveland in the NBA Finals. Not even Adam Silver wants that to happen. The Broncos suck! Go ball! Go ball! Right on nice pass! Let's go! Let's go!
December 28th, starting at 1, only on NF Network. Why pay more for
2:30.
Choose Barbasol, America's #1 brand of shea cream. Barbasol's thick and rich lather gives you a close.
Go Chargers!
For just half
Go
the
Chargers!
Barbasol.
All season long, you can stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by Pfizer. Visit VaxAssist.com to schedule your pneumococcal vaccination appointment today. That's VaxAssist.com.
Still 7-point game. 41-34 Lakers over the Sacramento Kings.
Starting at their own, looks like it'll be at the 5-yard line here.
Go Kings would love to be a number 8, number 7 seed, to be the lowest seeded team ever to win the championship. This is how it must turn out this year.
Like this is to not turn the football over if you're Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
Herbert stands at the edge of the end zone. His feet straddle the white line. He cups both hands up to each side of his helmet. Stops the right cleat, takes the snap right hash. Subtle play fake. From the end on the roll to his right. He's pressured. He steps into a throw. He's hit as he throws, and it's well short of Quentin Johnson. Across his body to the far left. Outside the numbers nearly to the 25.
Well, that's a dangerous throw by Herbert. I mean, there's a lot of dangerous things that happen. I'm a little surprised Greg Roman called that pass because right guard Pitkins got beat clean. Could have been a sack. They could have called a hold potentially in end zone, and then Herbert tried to throw that back across his body.
Slot left is his favorite target, McConkey. Edwards sidebar. Shotgun snap. They look to throw again. Throw left. This time he hits Johnson to the hands, who gets hit immediately and swung down as he makes the grab at the 10+. That was Abrams trained with the hit. Gain of a little more than 5. It'll be third down.
I thought that was 6 yards. From the 4 to the 10.
Able to come up with 20+ completions in this game. That means he has passed Drew Bledsoe for the most completions before turning 27 in NFL history, just south of 1,900 in his burgeoning career.
My guy Drew, that was quarterback in Buffalo in 2003 and 2004. Love that guy.
Third down and 4 at the 10.5. Haskins sidecar right. The crowd goes loud. Safety's fade back deep. Herbert takes the snap, 3-step drop. Slant left, and that's caught for a first down.
Yeah!
That's Hayes Hurst just
Yeah!
a 5-yard today. Earns the 19 and
Take the side of that defense. There we go.
Critical.
Now we talking.
Right there. The Broncos are just in a zone.
19-yard line versus 3 and out inside the 10-yard line. This is a big first down.
just turned around. Sometimes you don't have to run that fast to get open on a route. Just find space, turn around. That was kind of Kelsey-esque. Herbert put it right on him, and that enables them to take more time off the clock and not have to punt it from back up.
From the 19, out of the pistol. Edwards behind Herbert gets fed. Ball is fake friendly fire as he pops into his right tackle. Joel Alt, second wave, gets to the 20 plus, gain of about a yard plus. It'll be 2nd and 9. Brandon Jones to stop.
Completions have been completed tonight to 19 different players, according to the television broadcast. That is tied for the most in a game this season. 19 different guys.
That's insane. 19 different players. How's that possible?
That catch for Hurst was his first. He's the 5 Chargers that have one single grab of the game. Offset eye, straight left, 2nd and 9 from the 20. Motion the fullback up to the line. Herbert from under center. Play fake to Edwards. The boot rolling right. Sidearm throw is knocked down. Active up front, Jonathan Cooper, who saw the end coming from Herbert and met him like Neo in the Matrix, but he didn't avoid the bullet.
Like Neo in the Matrix, man. You go with the Matrix references now.
Neo in the Matrix. I heard that one before. I like that one. I forgot about that movie. That was real sweet actually by Cooper. His legs were spread. He looked like Spider-Man in the air.
Friendly neighborhood strong side linebacker. 3rd and 9. Sharp. Drew Sanders with the piercing pressure. He had played one game all year, and he drops him for a loss of 10.
Oh, big sack.
Herbert is extremely frustrated, and I don't blame him. Something has been wrong with the protection. And I don't know if it's the right side of the offensive line, or the center went the wrong way, or Hassan Haskins just didn't know who to block. But they let Sanders come scot-free up the middle. Gap. It can't happen.
Right-footed punt by Scott out of his zone. Mims arcs forward, fair catch wave at around the 45, and he brings it in there. And the Broncos in brilliant field position down a field goal. 6:41 to go in the fourth. After that 46-yard punt, it's a 27-24.
27-27, and then the Chargers kick the game-winning field goal. That's probably what's going to happen now.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students, they'll leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No. Honestly, when I started this, I thought I only had to do like 4 of these. But it's unlimited premium wireless for $15. I'm like, how are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? So I shouldn't be victim blaming either.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/score. $45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds for above 40 gigabytes. See detail. I love spreading.
Man, what are the Suns doing?
But I try not to spread my budget too thin. Luckily, Kohl's has come through for me once again. I just went and used 25% off coupon to score so many great gifts under $20, like cozy pajamas and fleece, amazing gift sets, and beauty must-haves. So if you're looking to give more for less this season, get to Kohl's. Select styles, offers end December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store with full-stock details.
Can't be home for the game?
Caught for the touchdown!
NFL Plus has you covered with red local and primetime games on the go.
What a game he's had.
On your mobile device, you can
Big
access
sack by
local
Denver.
Sunday afternoon games.
This
And
gives him the ball at the 47-yard line now, looking to get a touchdown, but we could see a scripted field goal and then the scripted Herbert last drive of the game.
NFL.com/radio. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Coming up a week from this Saturday, NFL Network brings you a special holiday competitor starting 1 p.m. Eastern. Chargers, Patriots, Broncos, Bengals, Cardinals, Rams, back all-day football, only on the NFL Network. You can also hear each of those right here on Westwood One at WestwoodSports.com. Here at SoFi Stadium, it's a field goal for the Broncos to begin a drive at their own 45. They've led for most of the game, but trail currently. It's 27-24 to the host Chargers. For Denver, win, and they're in the playoffs as they break up. Bo Nix with Audric Esty, sidecar left. Bunch trips right, snap left half. Going right to left, flat and white. The Chargers in powder blue. Creeping secondary pressure. Play fake. Nix man into space. He's hit and dropped. He's sacked back in the
Wow, what a sack! Donkeys will donkey this. 2nd and 20. That's not what you want to do. Put the ball at the 47-yard line. Get the ball in the quarterback's hands quickly.
That time, Troutman, the tight end, blocked Dupree for a second and then released. I think Nix thought that's where he was going to go with the ball, but it was all well covered. He didn't want to turn it over, so he just took the sack. That is a gigantic first down loss of yardage.
6 minutes to go, fourth quarter. 2nd and 20. Broncos from their 35 down field goal. Nix claps the hands, takes the snap. Handoff goes to Estime. Jump cut against the grain. Gets a few. Earns the 42. It's a game 7. It'll be 3rd down to 13. Joey Bosa swallowed him up.
Nick Bosa may be out of the playoffs, but his brother is in the playoffs. Imagine Jim Harbaugh, 49ers coach. Imagine the two Bosa brothers in the Super Bowl. Jim Harbaugh beats the evil Jed York in the 49er organization that forced him out of San Francisco.
Just can't throw it to a check down or run for 13 yards.
He was pretty good. I don't know if he's going to be a good NFL quarterback or not. I'm not sure. I'd be interested to see how he does.
Let's say it's 4th and 5 plus at midfield. What are you thinking?
Well, I think you still got to punt it because of the job you did last time, downing it at the 3-yard line. You know, that sack was just killer against the Broncos. Absolutely killer, because the next 2 plays are actually decent plays.
Riley Dixon, the punt. Another pass this year.
Denver will punt the ball.
Neither time the man
Yes. Chiefs Lions. Yes.
not before down try.
That's the best storyline.
The kick is in the air. Davis rolling to his right. Fair catch wave at the 10. Brings it in at the 9.5. There's a break in the action.
4:35 left. If you're the Chargers, you're looking to get first downs, kill off the clock. Short yardage, lots of options underneath. Force Denver to try to defend all the short yardage that they can. Look to get some guys underneath, looking to get some yards after the catch. Pretty easy setup here for the LA Chargers. All these sacks, man, all these sacks. What was the over-under for the game? Seems like we've seen a lot of sacks in the fourth quarter. What was the points at? Ball at the 10-yard line, and maybe 10 years until the Denver Broncos make the playoffs again. Justin Herbert is number 10. You want to kill off a game? Here we go. 45 to 42! What are the Lakers doing? It was 19-5. What's happening? NBA is meaningless until February, right? Who really gives a shit? Just don't lose against Crybaby. He's not a crybaby. He cried for Kevin Durant. Don't lose against the Warriors on Christmas. That's all I have to say. Don't lose against the Warriors on Christmas.
So what's the game? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD can be serious. So don't wait. Protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and schedule today at vaxassist.com. That's VAX.
Like a large dying snail? Do people stuck behind us? How do you sleep at night? Then you should go to Mattress Firm. They have tons of.
No better way to hype up Josh Allen than to have him go up against the Cincinnati defense in the wild card round of the playoffs. Cincinnati defense is not good. You're going to beat the Broncos. You're going to beat the rookie quarterback. You're going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, who may or may not have anything to play for. Week 18, you're going to beat the Cleveland Browns. It all ends for the Bengals in the wild card round against Josh Allen.
Way out west, it's 27-24. Chargers the lead of the ball, starting drive from their own 10, going left to right. They have been excellent protecting the football all the year. Entering this game, only knows fewer giveaways in the league. The only turnover in this game, a Herbert pick. He's under center, falls for motion, Palmer right to left. Hand off to Edwards off the right side. And he takes a hard lick right near the line of scrimmage. No gain. That was Cody Martin, 2nd and 10.
Every first down at this point is huge for the Chargers, who should be milking the clock to down to 5 seconds.
Call a screenplay or something right there, a slant, they'll run up the middle. Running back counter.
Imani Vidal, even running back. Edwards at times has been big during the course of the game. Left for a spell in the first. Herbert out of the gun. Right half, 2nd and 10 from the 10. Look left, throw left. Catch made by Johnson, and he tumbled down, loses the football. Incomplete. Never secured the ball, and it's 3rd and 10.
Johnson has had troubles with drops throughout his career. This is a perfect pass. Hit him right in the hands. Started looking at the defender and what move he would make before he secured the football. So you lose the yardage and you don't keep the clock moving. That is a double whammy from Quentin Johnston.
Let's see a little pressure luck for Herbert. With Vidal sidecar left, trips left, 3rd and 10 up the 10. Chargers up a field goal. Motion McConkey, Herbert is back, he's pressured. Rolls to the right, has a ton of space, tuck and run. Sprints 10, 15, 20, up the sideline and out of bounds. He gets the first down.
Wow, Justin Herbert on his legs gets the first down. 16 yards for the first down.
Well, he certainly didn't need to take that last shot.
That averts the bad drop on the previous play.
He was trying to stay in bounds, which would have really been nice if he'd been able to think of that and just slide.
Hey, this is a good first down for field position. Denver Donkeys will Denver Donkey.
One of them might have been able to make the tackle short of the first down.
Chargers from their 26, backs to the straight eye, Herbert under center. Off Edwards, fullback, foul, 30, 35, jump up 40, 45, 50, out of the tackle, 45, 40, 35, 30, ball free.
Motivation! Denver Donkeys, Denver Donkey! Motivation! Let's go! Hell yeah! Miners! Oakland Miners! See the Miners! Miners made the playoffs. We see them Denver Donkey.
That timing for by far the longest run of the
Wow! Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Mamma mia!
before the ball came out. That's a nice job by the officials there. Wanted to check the replay. To
Yeah!
Absolutely
Raiders!
Backs a great eye. At the Bronco 31, Herbert under center. Hand off again to Edwards off the right side. There's a couple of Broncos there. Denied forward progress at the 34. It'll be a loss of about 3. On that clock at 2:36 to go in the quarter. And the Broncos elect to use a timeout here. So 2:37 to go.
Don't do anything stupid.
You agree with the timeout usage here? What are you thinking going forward?
I think so, yeah. I mean, right now I think you'd have to play the probability that the Chargers are going to be able to get at least a field goal to make it a 6-point game. So you need to be thinking about, hey, we're going to have to go all the way down for a touchdown here. For the Chargers, I'll be very curious to see just how aggressive Greg Roman is. I wouldn't mind some type of boot action here where
How's
he
your day?
buys some
Yeah,
extra
it's okay.
time and then
Yours?
is able to maybe run it
It's
himself.
fun to get a day off tomorrow. I get to sleep a lot tomorrow. How about you?
Shotgun set 13 at the Bronco 34. Motion McConkey in the slot left. Herbert fades back, steps up, shoot pass, flip forward. Goes to Haskins. He's got the first 25-20. Makes the man, that's 15, 10, 5,
Yeah, boy, T, baby. Denver Donkeys collapse. And why did this stop again? Ha! Yeah. I told you the Denver Donkeys would collapse. I told you. 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 Let's go, Bengals. Bengals win. That's part 2. You nail the game tonight. You nail the game next Saturday. You nail the Bengals game. It doesn't matter what happens with the Cardinals, Rams game. You nail the first game in the doubleheader cap Saturday. You get the Cincinnati Bengals. The Denver Donkeys collapse. It's happening. 11 points. Now it's 11 points the other direction. This team has fully collapsed. Good fucking night. Time to watch a Christmas movie or do some exercise. It's too cold out. Do I really want to go outside? I don't know. This game is over. Thank you for tuning in. It was a good show. And we'll continue to break down the action. Here we go. If I see anything with the Super Bowl, I will let you know. It's okay. If you see anything else, if I see anything else with the Super Bowl, I will let you know. First college football game, Notre Dame and Indiana. I'm a Notre Dame fan, so yeah, I'll be here tomorrow night. We have some fun with that. I'm not putting any money on the college football playoffs, but anyway. Hopefully Notre Dame beat Indiana. Maybe they lose against Georgia. We'll see what happens. It's not the year Notre Dame wins the college football playoff. As much as I hope Notre Dame wins a national championship, it's not going to happen until we get a different quarterback. With that, so with the win, as the other guy says, congrats to the winners. Congrats to the winners who had the Chargers. Take a shot for you guys, Danton. Here we go. Yeah, why not? Chargers. Ah! Good night. Enjoy my Christmas movie. I don't know which way I want to watch yet. I'll keep it here if I have anything else to add, okay? It's calm. Relax. Calm.
Yeah,
I need to see my cat, see what she's up to.
yeah. No, they didn't give me any shot there. Not yet, because it's not ready yet. Like they said, it's a long on top. I'll just do that for a second. Well, it's not ready yet. All right. Well, that's that. So I guess.
Did you want glass?
I'm okay, thank you, though.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, my dad and my dad. Well, I mean, since we've gone and ripped it, I never.
I was gonna say, yeah, I know, that's, you know, is,
I know, it's not serious, I know it's so serious.
yeah, wait, hey, so
I myself, my last day out was on the 8th, and today marks like 20 days or whatever since I last Saturday. I gotta just, just take days off, not that. I think if you get $100 in the season, mistake I had was that I didn't cash out. So,
Every time I talk to her, hold on, I'm gonna put you on speaker really quick. But I will let you know tomorrow, okay?
yeah,
All right.
no late game surprises.
No, we will talk to.
Does anyone believe they're going to beat the Bengals? Be honest. Does anyone believe this team is going to beat the Bengals?
After that, but
I never expected 300 views in that video, but the video was titled Broncos Collapse and Miss the Playoffs. It has nothing with me technically being a Raider. I know Raiders suck, but it has nothing to do with any of that trivial crap. It has everything to do with Joe Burrow against Josh Allen. There's a famous quote, I think, from Elton Brand. He was like, would you rather watch, what was it? Would you rather watch Heat Celtics or would you rather watch Heat Sixers or something like that? You got to apply the same logic to the NFL. Would you rather watch Broncos Bills, a rookie against the MVP? Does that sound appealing? Does it sound appealing to have a rookie against Patrick Mahomes? But you have Joe Burrow, who's playing like the best quarterback. I still think Burrow's the best. Joe Burrow against Josh Allen is what sells the ratings in the viewership in the wild card round of the playoffs. Now, hear me out. If the Dolphins win out, they are in the playoffs. The Dolphins will beat the Niners. But the Dolphins lose against the Jets and Aaron Rodgers in the final game of the season, and the Bengals are in the playoffs. That's my prediction. Some division rival spoiler has got to happen in week 18. I am of the belief that the Jets are going to send the Bengals to the playoffs, and they're going to spoil the end of the season for the Dolphins. Doesn't that sound enticing? Does that sound interesting? Does that sound compelling? Does that sound something you would watch? Why not? Why not? Teams that so-called have nothing to play for suddenly can spoil a division rival's chances of the playoffs. Tune me the fuck in. Tune me the fuck in. They're going to parlay the Dolphins in the playoffs. Oops. Oops. I think I remember the Bills played the Dolphins twice in the playoffs, beat them by double digits both times. I would rather have, and Goodell would rather have, the Bills against a team that he's lost to. So Burrow already won at Buffalo. That's what makes Bills and Bengals compelling, is that Joe Burrow came in on a snowy day in the divisional round and defeated Josh Allen. This Bengals-Bills matchup has to come to fruition. How are the freaking Lakers doing? With the way how this team is playing, there's no way I'm going to bet on the Lakers game. Screw garbage, meaningless games in December. All we give a damn about is February, March, April. We'd be swinging our dick around. We'd be flexing our muscles. We're going to say, hey, whip your ass. We got to come in here, be hot like blame, baby. We'd be like, yeah, hey, hot like blame right here. We'd be coming. That's what this about right here. Tune me in. They just cared after the football season is over. They were talking about both college and pro. Leo, it comes down to storylines. Detroit has 2 losses. They lost against the Bills, a team that what was it with the Bills? So the Chiefs and the Lions are 25-1 against the rest of the NFL. They're 0-2 against the Bills. Yes, the Bills are a psyop. Yes, they are. I would just be glad to declare victory in January. Just combine the Lions and the Chiefs to win their conference, and who gives a fuck what happens in the Super Bowl? Oh, whatever. Super Bowls are always close. You can put a live bet in the third or the fourth quarter. It doesn't matter. I would say play the percentages, do both teams to make the Super Bowl, and if the Chiefs are down by 10 points or whatever, it's all scripted theater. I don't know. That's probably a smart way to do it. I don't know. I think get more value from that. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. What are you talking about? Lions going to choke the lead. Of course they will. Lions going to sell the Super Bowl. Wasn't I here during both of the Chiefs Super Bowl wins when I told you the Chiefs are going to win? There no Niners are going to win. No Eagles are going to win. Yeah, that's right. That's resonating very well with me. Yep. Anyway, onside kick. Ooh, onside kick. Cincy's 27. The Broncos play Cincinnati next. The Chargers have won the game. So we are already off to a great start for this week. Cincy is 27. The Broncos end the game with 27 points. Now, scroll up to the comments. And I did tell you guys while the Chargers were losing that that Coach Harbaugh is Camacho 96. Coach Harbaugh's 96. Jim Harbaugh. Enough with this logo crap. I heard everyone said it was 49ers and Ravens. This just loses all credibility. It's just idiotic. It served its purpose for Super Bowl 56 and Super Bowl 57. But it didn't work out, did it, for last year? We're just living in idiocracy. Now, the Super Bowl logo stuff was happening by design in Super Bowl 56 and Super Bowl 57. Even after the Super Bowl logo BS didn't happen last year, and I told you it was never going to be Ravens and Niners, people are still falling for that crap. I wonder why. The streak ended on this BS Super Bowl logo crap. But you have an angle with Mahomes not beating Jared Goff in 2 prior appearances. That seems more compelling to the average viewer. Charismatic Dan Campbell, more likable than the douchey Nick Sirianni. Like, people just don't like Philly. More people can support and bet on with their emotions instead of, bet with their emotions instead of the logic, and to go with the Lions to beat the Eagles. So, again, we'll have a lot of fun on what's the day of the conference title games? January 26th. We'll have a lot of fun at that time. These 2 rounds are meaningless. The wild card and the divisional rounds are meaningless. You know which teams are playing the conference title games. Let's be real. The Lions going to make it to the Super Bowl. No Super logo, BS logo, garbage going to change anything. Jared Goff won the NFC title game at New Orleans. The Rams beat the Saints at the same site where he will make it back to the Super Bowl. A lot of people hate the Eagles, but a lot of people love the Lions. If it is about maximizing fan interest, Lions against Chiefs is the way to go. More people love the underdog role of the Lions. The Lions will play in the big game. Jared Goff with the previous Super Bowl appearance scoring 3 points with the LA Rams. The Chiefs going for their 3rd Super Bowl victory. The Lions not going to lose another game until the Super Bowl for their 3rd loss of the season. And maybe Chiefs win the Super Bowl by exactly 3 points. We get a very suspenseful game. The Chiefs win by exactly 3 points. Harrison Butker, misogynist, Donald Trump, misogynist, President Brittany Mahomes, maggot, Patrick Mahomes, maggot, red hat, red Kansas City. All the symbolism is with Kansas City. That's who the other guy wants to greet at the White House. That elitist fucking traitor ass motherfucker. So yeah, Chiefs are gonna win the rigged Super Bowl. Female lost the election. Female owner loses. Which female owner are you talking about? Oh, Norma Hunt. Are you talking about Ford? Not William Ford, but yeah, okay. Already off to a winning start of the week. The Broncos were never going to win the game. Someone left a comment on my Broncos collapse video while the game was happening. What was that comment about the game? A fair catch kick. This is insane. Cardinals tried this, I think, in the game with Ken Wissenheim over. How about that? A free kick. This is dope. I remember the Cardinals trying a free kick field goal. They missed it, but this guy made the kick. These kickers nowadays have much more leg than they did in prior years. So perfect. Nail the Chiefs, Lions, Super Bowl, get the Broncos in the playoffs. Okay, don't listen to me about the Cardinals and the Rams. Okay, because I'm a Cardinals fan, so don't listen to me about that. Okay, I'll go crazy about that. I'll be crazy any day about that. It'll make me go fucking crazy if the Rams eliminate the Cardinals. So ignore me about that. Ignore me about the Cardinals and the Rams. They straight up ignore me on that. Okay, yes, I'm crazy. This fucking team not going to beat Kyler again. Not the biggest fan of Kyler, but I'm a fan of him. I don't think he's a championship quarterback, but he's good enough to make it to the playoffs. They pay this guy. Cardinals extend James Conner. They extend Buda Baker. It's like if they extend these guys, are they making the playoffs? I mean, hopefully the Cardinals win on Saturday. Okay, hopefully they do. But the lock on Saturday is not the Cardinals-Rams game. The lock on Saturday is the Donkeys to lose in their season ends against Big Daddy Patty. His name is Big Daddy Patty. Who's his bitch? He has a lot of teams that he completely owns. The 49ers, he absolutely owns their property. Denver Broncos, who he has beaten the vast majority of the times. He only lost one time against the Broncos. Buffalo Bills he owns. Big Daddy Patty owns them in the postseason. The title of my live stream was Week 15. Something seems off if Denver wins. Gotta spice it up. But now it's spicing it up, isn't it? Sorry, no NFL ring. Anybody that makes a comment about the Super Bowl logo and the colors, ignore that garbage. Let's just stick to the narratives. Let's stick to what makes it the most compelling Super Bowl. So the Broncos are losing. I get the Chargers, man, cupcake teams. Chargers get the Patriots and the Raiders. Did the Chargers clinch a playoff berth tonight? Did they clinch? Let me Google that. LA, the Chargers at home. Dean Spanos invests in Jim Harbaugh to build a fan base. Was that team really going to lose? Dean Spanos moves the team from San Diego to LA. He has no fans in LA. He is dying for a fan base. Was the NFL really going to have the Chargers lose tonight? So the Chargers clinch a playoff berth with a win in the Miami loss and in Indianapolis loss the 23 minutes ago. reason. Kansas City clinches, not lose against the Patriots. Pittsburgh clinches the AFC North with a win. You got to have things left up to play. 17, week 18. These teams will be competing for the AFC. So the Steelers have no chance of winning on Saturday. The reason why the Ravens are a minus 300 money line. Denver clinched a playoff berth with a Miami loss or tie, plus a Cincinnati loss or tie, which is not happy against the Browns, plus an Indianapolis loss or tie. Miami's going to win this week. Los Angeles Chargers clinch a playoff berth with a Miami loss or tie and an Indianapolis loss or tie. Miami's winning the football game because no team can clinch until the last 2 games of the season. Miami's going to beat San Francisco. Who do the Packers have this week? Packers will be a team that's going to clinch this week. Lions will win. The NFL's rigged, and they will win. Packers going to clinch on national TV. Washington clinching a playoff with a win over the Eagles. I can't bet on the Washington-Philadelphia game. I can't bet on that game. I'll stick to the AFC playoff berth. I'll stick to the Ravens playing meaningful football, looking to clinch the division on Christmas. Lamar hasn't beaten the Steelers in all this time. Now the NFL schedules the Ravens and the Steelers on a national TV game on a Saturday. How are we supposed to believe that Lamar is going to do the damage in the playoffs if he can't beat the Steelers on Saturday? Lamar has to win. Airs today at 9:15. Is that based on my computer time or maybe an hour below or whatever? Go Notre Dame. Go Fighting Irish. Go Notre Dame. We're going to win tomorrow, right? Hopefully. We better. Can't lose against the other team from Indiana. Oh, is this a college football playoff draw? Were the matchups rigged? I think so. Notre Dame and Indiana, a close game. Get the popcorn out. Notre Dame could be on upset alert. Notre Dame pulls off a close game. We'll see. First game of the college football playoff. When does Notre Dame play? Cold game at Indiana. Is this a game where it's going to be the under? You can't lose against Indiana. You have to beat them. Oh, my Lord. It'd be so embarrassing if Notre Dame loses against Indiana. I will never hear the end of it. People are stupid. That's why. Because they're brainwashed. Who wants to see a team that has lost twice against the Lions? They're not beating the teams. The Lions have not lost against Kansas City. Dan Campbell hasn't lost against Kansas City. Lions going to destroy the 49ers. You think I give a crap about the injuries? Jared Goff. Lions are a team of destiny. They have injuries, but they're in the Super Bowl. But Hutchinson is back for the Super Bowl, so I'm going to bet on the Lions. I never knew that. I never knew that. I never did. I never knew that. I never did. How are the Lakers doing? This is a meaningless game in December. How are the Lakers doing? 62 to 60 freaking 1. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Seriously. Lakers are losing the game. If they're started 19 to 6 Lakers lead and they only beaten these team by a point. What else is new? What else is new? I don't care about tonight. If Lakers lose, Lamar's not a bum. He's a character. The correct word to use is character. Lamar is a character. Okay? He's a character. He's not a bum. He's a character. He's an actor. Lakers are losing after 19-6. Man, NBA is complete bull crap. It is complete horse shit. It is complete crap. Seriously. Who y'all been fooling here? Nobody. Almighty Lord. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. Oh, Mary. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jordan Vanderbilt's not even playing. Wait till Vanderbilt comes back. NBA season is meaningless. Really. So meaningless. It amounts to nothing. Seriously. It amounts to nothing. My Lord, oh my God. Get the fuck out of town with this garbage. Seriously. Purple and gold is 64. Kings are up 62, 64 to 62 against the Lakers. This is the most magical title in the history of the world. It's 50th Super Bowl and 5th anniversary of Kobe 1-5-2. Please listen to this. Purple and gold is 145. The 14th title based at LA. The Lakers only lost 5 NBA finals, all based at LA. I miss it. These guys, they ran the Charger at halftime. Scripted, they ran the Charger at halftime. This Christian Candle guy, oh my God, he says the same fucking shit every game. Just changes the team, changes the profile. Tail 2 apps. Money was on Denver. How could the money be on Denver? Are people stupid? Yes. Oh, because they lost by 25 against the Bucks. Chargers are not winning this week. Oh, my Lord. You can't figure the league out. No figure league any given week. Basically, the Chargers basically, I was thinking I'm Jim Harbaugh. So basically, I was thinking I was him in the press conference. I'd be like, you just got to quickly forget about this and we're moving on to Denver. You're just very quick to forget about a bad performance. You just have to completely forget about it and move on a short week. You have to quickly brush aside a bad performance. "68-68." Again, I hope the Lakers lose because this means whoever predicts Joakim LeBron to tie Michael and Kareem is the GOAT of basketball. And I am the GOAT of basketball. The Lakers not win the championship in the past 4 seasons doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. Jack squat. It's about sticking with the ultimate end. The ultimate end justifies the means. When are they replaying the Chargers game? I hope Notre Dame doesn't get embarrassed against Indiana, and it's likely going to be Texas and winning the title game.
We have free runners. And you can't have one of the top receivers not covered.
Did